that in that corner. It covers up the Eorzean time. So if you're trying to find things during certain times, like when you're gathering, I suppose I could just cover this. It's not that important. Putting it there just blocks the boss's bar. It's fine. I don't really need to see the boss bar. Hi, welcome back to Jolty Plays. Okay, I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna go find the two. Wait, where did you say I found? Where did you say I find the second one? The second raid? Okay, I'll find it. Hey, it's Ray! What's up, man? Good night, Sob. Ah, it is a pleasure as always, Jolteon. Have you been able to relax lately? Yeah! Good night, Sob. He's such a dork. I had, what was it? I had Kev and Izzy popped in the other day when I streamed. Zavi popped in a couple weeks ago, too. I think the only one I haven't seen Simon. Simon hasn't popped in yet. And I haven't seen Mark either. Wonderful, as busy as you have been with the rite of succession, among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tuliolal at a more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos at Zbaliav is one such way to do so. They're made the traditional way and laden with fillings and are absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner, Vuk Evu, will look after you. Now I get my taco? They're wearing flesh-colored clothes. For a second, I thought they were butt naked. Yeah, that looks like they're supposed to be toasted. Hey, look, it's the Wandering Minstrel. Oh, God. I don't want to do minstrel's ballads. My word, is that you, Jolteon? I am overjoyed that fate would arrange this meeting. I am not surprised when I heard tell of your journey with Ruklomat. I had a feeling it would only be a matter of time until we crossed paths. What am I doing in Tural, you ask? Why, I am come in search of unusual and fantastic stories that I may weave into songs to spin tales that will enchant crowds the world over. It helps if I can English. And this land has proven to be a treasure trove of folk tales and legends, unlike any that can be found across the sea. I have set each and every one to memory, and my head is swimming with new verses. Yet, for all the myths newly added to my repertoire, I still yearn for tales of newfound adventure, tales involving parties that yet live, preferably recounted by someone with first-hand experience. Gee, I wonder who he's referring to. And you are just such a woman. Pray share with me everything that happened since you set foot in Tural, and I shall set it to song. No, because every time you do that, it makes it harder. Every trial you endured during the rite of succession, every blood-curdling moment of your assault upon the levin-shrouded dome, I beg you spare no detail. Your words will lend texture to my melodies and substance to my lyrics. Oh, I have a feeling my most memorable work is soon to come. Of course, I understand you may not have the time at present. I shall be here for a while yet, polishing my prose to a mirror sheen. Simply come to me when you have a story to share, and I shall listen in rapt attention. Have you come here to share a heroic yarn with me, Jolty? Please do go on, and you have my rapt attention. Oh, jeez. Cloud of darkness, chaotic. What? No. No. No, I don't want to do the cloud of darkness again. I'm not gonna read any of this. Yeah. So we got 4 minstrels ballads right off the bat? Oof. Now, I don't usually read what he says anyway. Well, there's one of the wings. I wonder if all 4 that I've unlocked give you wings. The mounts for this round are wings. I do need to work on the other dragons, though. I have 2 of them. Meow. Yeah, I had a hard time with Speen on Reg. I'm just gonna skip the cutscene. So far, that's the only actual minstrel's ballad. The other 2 are just extreme. And then this is chaotic. Oh god. I mean, I might as well unlock it. I'm not necessarily going to run it anytime soon, but at least we've unlocked it. So if all 4 of those give you wings, then... Oh, look at all the plus quests. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see at least 4? Maybe we'll actually get our taco. At least now I can see my whole mini-map. Oh, okay. And this will unlock the final for the... I'm not gonna read that either. It's just unlocking the hunt board. Oh, Kali? Is that a dance? Ooh, we're getting a dance. Maybe meeting with her won't be so easy after all. Ma Blue said she'd be around here somewhere, though. Whoa, Jolty, the adventurer. The mighty warrior who traveled the length and breadth of Tural, taking in its myriad sights, sounds, and smells, even those within the otherworldly dome? The savvy haggler who helped the third promise acquire a saddle worth 10 pel in the thousands column, despite starting with a mere 100? My inner abacus is clacking away. You're the missing piece I've been looking for. The missing piece of my brand new enterprise, that is. Okay. Happy to what? Ahem, sorry about that. I got a little carried away. I'm just so happy to finally meet you. I'm Liplu, a merchant. Until recently, my business was bedclothes, all woven from the finest alpaca wool. My dear friend Mablu told me all about you. I hear you gave her the nudge she needed to embark upon her journey as a peddler. I can't begin to thank you enough. But I'll get straight to the point. I have a proposal for you today, Jolteon. How would you like to become a special advisor for a trailblazing tourism venture? I call it the Turali Travel Agency. Yeah. Of course you'll be compensated for your time. You'll also be the first in line for all kinds of treats and trinkets, not to mention a wealth of exciting experiences. Treats and trinkets! My husband in the... Oh, I love treats and trinkets! You're cute, honey. My character don't look like she's falling for it. You don't have to answer right away, but if any of this has roused your interest, please come and visit me in Okanu. I wonder if this is a Beast Tribe quest. We can go over the finer details there. I'll be waiting for you along with the rest of my associates. I was wondering who all the Beast Tribes would be. Society quest accepted. Because they're people instead of Beast Tribes, I guess. So yeah, that one's going to be a society quest. That's a plus quest that's red. What's the red plus quest? Okay, you have to have a Disciple of the Land or hand above level 90. Yeah, I need to work on those. I need more room in my inventory first. Belongs in a museum. Wonder if this is another... Jolteon, at last. You've no idea how long I've waited here, hoping we might finally meet. Hello, viewers! Here's a matter of utmost importance I simply must have your assistance with. Ah, but introductions are in order. I am Zeki Han, Professor of Archaeology at the Stadium. At the behest of the former head of Reason, I was invited to oversee various archaeological expeditions through Tural. I heard from a little bird in Volek Shunsa that you, a most renowned adventurer, had made your way to the continent, and could think of no better individual to aid me in uncovering its history. As a matter of fact, I have already made a most fascinating discovery in the wilds of Zak Tural. I chartered a balloon to examine a point of interest in Shaloni, you see, and soon discovered ruins which have been unseen for nigh a millennium. Surely Lady Luck is on my side, I thought, but alas, things soon took a turn for the worse. Hi, baby. Hello. Hi. Really? In the spirit of inquiry, I hired a group of mercenaries for protection and made my first foray into the area, but we were no more than halfway through before a host of fierce fiends barred our approach, sorry. Truth be told, 'tis a miracle we even made it out alive. Hi! Hello. I'm gonna show everybody your butt. Hello, baby. How are you? Yet, for a seasoned explorer like you, I dare say delving into the deepest recesses of such ruins unharmed would be child's play. What do you say? Would you aid in my investigation and embark on this new adventure? Pikachu! It's just an empty paper bag! There's nothing in it! Daddy. He's reaching towards this. Your light? He's reaching for the head. It's not... Look, it's empty, dog. You're a dum-dum. There, all gone. What are you doing, sir? Pikachu, quit making him jump! What you doing, baby? Is your doggo being meanie? She's so being, huh? I knew you wouldn't disappoint. The ruins lie beyond the river north of Lake Tawari in Shaloni. Let us continue our conversation there. I wonder if that's the start of the other... I wonder if that's the other... Sob did say you pick it up here. Otherworldly encounter. Maybe this one's it. Say, aren't you Jolteon? That certainly saves me a lot of trouble. I was asked to find you on behalf of Milalja. Milalja, sorry. Curious happenings abound in Mamuk of late, and we thought one with your worldly experience may be able to help us make sense of things. If you have the time and inclination to aid us, she awaits you in Mamuk. You'll find her west of the plaza, in the large building near the two-headed statue. Okay. Okay. Oh dear. That's always the worst way to find a spider. You see it, and then you go to grab a shoe, and you come back, and it's gone. That's always fun. Okay. I don't see any plus quests here, but I do need to finish off the map. Okay, there's that plus quest. Okay, this is the same area. There's one here in Yaktel. One here. Okay, that's the Shaloni one. Okay, so there's 3 areas that have so Shaloni, Yaktel, this one's closer. Or Pasha doesn't have one either. Okay. So I guess we'll start here. Then we'll go to Yoctel. Then we'll go to Shaloni. And then we'll go to... the Dome. Because that's where our first... That's where one of our things is going to be. Okay. One of these three has to be the other. Dungeon thing. Raid. Ah, there you are. Thank you for coming. Right, here goes. Hokali, welcome to Kozama Uka. You've mastered the Hanu Hanu greeting, but I wouldn't expect anything less from someone so well-traveled. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Liplu, the founder of the Turali Travel Agency. With me are my brother, Yubli, and my Hanu Hanu associates. We'll be happy to explain the ins and outs of our budding enterprise. You were there for the Ascension ceremony, weren't you? Yeah. Dawn servant Wu Klumat spoke of growing to love her people all the more as she got to know them better, of how she wanted us to live with joy in our hearts and smiles on our faces. Well, those words certainly left their mark. The capital's residents are eager to learn about their fellow Torali, who in turn yearn to foster understanding. You see it too, don't you? An unmistakable business opportunity? Well, that's precisely where the Turali Travel Agency comes in. We'll answer that burgeoning demand. Our goal is to help revitalize this community as it attempts to rebuild after the Great... It's gotta be fireworks. They're just spreading it out so they don't get caught by the cops, because it's illegal this time of year. Somebody's lighting off huge fireworks. I'm just hearing the boom of like when it launches. I'm not hearing it explode in the air. All I'm hearing is like the launch sound.
Yeah. That's the M80s.
That's the M80s?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They're like TNT.
Bonnie says they're M80s. They're kind of like TNT. So it literally just explodes. It doesn't do like a shot into the air and then explode. It just boom. Those are definitely not legal here, I'm pretty sure. They probably bought them on the reservations. Because you can buy them on the reservations, but you're not supposed to take them off the reservation. But people don't care. I suppose they could go all the way down to Mexico.
They do.
But why go all the way down to Mexico when they can just get them on the reservations? Because the reservations don't care. It may be cheaper in Mexico, but then you gotta either drive all the way down there or fly all the way down there, which is kind of expensive. In that in that respect, it's probably cheaper to just go to the reservations. Our goal is to help revitalize the community as it attempts to rebuild after the Great Storm. Promoting Kozama Uka as a tourist destination will provide a much-needed source of income for the region, and with it, all the benefits that follow. Of course, we wouldn't be having this conversation had we not consulted the Hanu beforehand. After much discussion, they kindly agreed to set aside a tract of land by Dokpoga for development. And would you believe it? The villagers are flocking to join our staff. As Liplu said, the people are eager to learn about their fellow Turali, and we Hanu are eager to share our culture with them as well. Much as when you helped us to revive Ihihana, we hope to welcome many outsiders into our home, that we may know one another better and enjoy each other's company. And what better way to do so than to support this tourism initiative? Of course, tourism is an industry new to Tutal. This is unfamiliar territory in many respects, and people understandably have their concerns. But who better to assuage those concerns than someone who's roamed far and wide and met with countless Turali from all over the continent? Okay, sure. The core of our business is providing accommodations and guided tours for the local area. As we speak, Buk Ivu is putting his shipwright skills to use, heading up construction for our base of operations by Dokpoga. From sourcing foodstuffs to souvenirs and everything in between, we're working hand in glove with the good people of Okhanu to make sure this venture benefits everyone involved. Still, there are a few things I'm worried about. The guided tours, for example. Visitors will journey here after making a reservation at our office in Tuliolal, and will have to guarantee their safety every step of the way. After all, we can't expect our customers to handle themselves like you can. And that leads us neatly back to my proposition. So how about it? Can we count on you to help as a special advisor while the travel agency finds its feet? Okay. Consider yourselves advised specially. Once propositioned, who am I to refuse? Should we do the first one? I got this. Now you're a bird? Junior thinks he's a bird now. Aha, I knew we could count on you. You're over there going, ah, 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 and you're not being a bird, okay. Okay. I knew we could count on you. Wonderful. Although I'm loath to put you to work straight away, I would seek your assistance. We guides have each devised a plan for our prospective tours based on our knowledge of our homeland, but we'd benefit greatly from the input of a worldly traveler like yourself. Honest opinions only. Okay. Bloop bloop. Perhaps you could accompany Jolty and appraise the tours as well. I'll stay behind and oversee construction with Wukivu. Okay. So are they gonna take me around to their different locations and ask me if it's a good place to go? A fine idea. Guides, please wait in your respective tour locations. I will take Jolteon to each of you in turn. Okay. Huh? You want to ask my opinion? I'm not that good at things. I would tell you if it was interesting to me. When you're ready, just say the word. I'm as keen as the Hanawa are to hear your thoughts. Okay. I have the yawns again today. All set? Now then. Oh, that was a piece of peppercorn. That's never good. All set? Now then, our three guides have planned 3 unique tours, so we will speak with them one at a time before proceeding to the next. We'll start by paying a visit to Genu Hanu in the Fields of Gold, who I am told wishes to showcase local industry with a focus on the village and reed fields. Let's go. I mean, that would be a good place. You just gotta be careful that people don't end up trampling your crops, because they will. I'm glad you're here. I almost couldn't bear to wait. Right, let me explain my concept for the tour. First and foremost, I see this as a chance for our customers to understand we Hanu, and we're better to learn than right here among our reed fields. After all, reeds are at the very heart of our culture. Just cast your gaze across these lush fields, and you'll get a sense of what defines us. But that's enough about my thoughts. What do you think? I should like to believe this is a place those not of the Hanu can also appreciate, but I think visitors will take a keen interest in the reed fields. Perhaps reeds shouldn't be the sole focus. They'll be out of harm's reach at the very least. I mean, it's a good idea, but don't make the reeds the sole focus. The tour should absolutely involve the reeds, but as Jolteon suggests, I think visitors will want to learn about other aspects of Hanu culture too. Perhaps giving them a tour of local settlements will serve as a worthy introduction to your traditions. Yes, I think the plan is coming along nicely. To summarize, if we begin by guiding the guests around the villages, they'll see how reeds are so tightly interwoven with Hanu culture. That way, they'll appreciate the precious resource growing in your paddies all the more. I was so excited about showing the visitors our fields, I hadn't considered that. They might like to learn about the normal everyday lives of we Hanu too. I appreciate the suggestion. Consider also having a range of handicrafts to offer that visitors might purchase if so inclined. Perhaps a mix of practical household items and more esoteric trinkets, charms, and the like. Alright, let's head for breath between next. Zilihali has proposed a walking tour of the river and ought to be waiting for us there. I know it's going to be a little more dangerous. There's going to be monsters there. I still haven't summoned my llama yet. I mean, the waterfall is a great place to go. It would definitely be a really good place for tourism. Ah, I completely lost track of time. My attention was whisked away by the endless waters of Uzage? Uzage? I don't know. I can't pronounce it. If you didn't already know, uh, Uzage means big tongue in our language. Hehe. If you aren't careful, you might find yourself slurped up and taken off by the current. You know, I bet insights into the language like that would prove a hit with visitors. I'm glad you think so, but I'm still a little unsure of my plan. The idea is to guide guests along the river, explaining the language and local history as I go. But is that really enough entertainment? A leisurely educational stroll sounds delightful. I hope you're well prepared for any water-related mishaps. Oh, how about working in a spot of fishing too? There you go. I see, offering an activity besides sightseeing is a wonderful idea. I appreciate your advice. Whatever form the tour takes, I want to make sure our guests leave completely satisfied. I'll be sure to confer with Liplu as I hammer out the details. I actually thought about, because you can see the fishing poles here and there, it'd be a good idea during the tour to offer the guests a chance to do some fishing. It's time we went to see Zenuhanu. He's proposed a magical spelunking tour in which visitors can marvel at the natural beauty of the world beneath our feet. To Cave Kikitola. Okay. So far, my suggestions are going over rather well. I like the idea of the fishing. I thought of that almost immediately. There you are. I was starting to feel lonesome waiting for you to arrive. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Cave Kikitola is the source of many minerals and medicinal ingredients. For generations, it's been held as a sacred site of healing. I'm sure visitors will be enamored with the cave's natural beauty, but the route here from the villages is long and arduous, and the interior is rather dark. I fear it might not be a suitable reward for the challenge of simply getting here. Given the cave's symbolic importance, I think it's a splendid idea. Visitors could try their hand at collecting medicines and minerals. I'm more concerned about all of the fiends nearby. I mean, if you let them try their hand at collecting medicines and minerals, that's fine if they're gathering it for, like, the village, to help the village out. But if you let them take home whatever they dig up, then your sources are going to disappear quickly. I'm more concerned about the fiends. You might be right. Compared to the other plans, at least the fiends' threat is certainly an issue. I should have given that more consideration. Well, we could reserve this course for particularly seasoned customers. So long as they are accompanied by guides capable of dealing with any unfortunate encounters, we should be able to mitigate the risk. Besides, the cave is truly stunning, not to mention rich in resources. I think the experience could prove highly educational. With a detailed plan and plenty of safeguards in place, I foresee a lot of demand for such a tour. I must say, the two of you are full of fine ideas. I'm starting to get excited. Just give me a little longer and I'll have my plan ready. 'Cause yeah, there's a lot of fiends in that cave. I had to worry about that when I had to go in there. Well, with that, we've heard all three proposals from our guides. I'm sure you're tired after all that traipsing around, but let's get back to Okhanu, shall we? Yeah, let's go back. We done. We're gonna get the greeting, man. We'll be able to greet everybody. I do like the color of this summoner's outfit. I like green. Green is I like blues and greens and anything in between, for the most part. I don't really like poop green. I call it baby poop green. That really bright, I don't know. It's not a very pretty green. It's kind of a yellowy green. Yeah. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time, but you helped address the guide's worries and brought some excellent suggestions to the table. While we were out there, a question I've been pondering came to mind. What exactly is it that we're selling with the Turali Travel Agency? It's not as simple as peddling produce or providing a service. If we're unsure, we'll have a hard time enticing customers. For the longest time, I couldn't pinpoint the answer, but hearing those proposals made it crystal clear. We're in the business of ephemeral experiences. It is our responsibility to curate every moment of a visitor's stay and ensure they leave with wonderful memories that last a lifetime. That way our customers will be sure to fall in love with Kozama Uka and its people. I can practically hear my inner abacus clacking away, provided we hold fast to our principles and remember that we're here to serve our customers above all else. I'm confident they'll have no qualms about parting with their hard-earned pel. I keep forgetting it's pel, not gil here. The Turali Travel Agency will be synonymous with experiences both exceptional and unforgettable. I'll have to drive that message home when I promote our enterprise in the capital. Then there's the matter of making sure the benefits outweigh the burdens for the Hanu. There's so much to do. Okay, have fun with that. But before all that, how about we take a look at our soon-to-be-built base of operations near Dock Poga? Knowing my brother and Wuga Ivu, I dare say they've made a remarkable progress already. Okay. So we're gonna have a new building that wasn't there before. I love my little crab. He's cute. He's a cute crab. He's a little crabby crab. And we're flying way over here? Surely there's other beast tribes, though. Usually there's, what? Usually there's at least 4. I think the main area had 5. The Relm Reborn area had 5. I think after that it was like 3 or 4. They always have one that's crafting. And then they usually have at least 2 or 3 others. What's that? Heaven's Ward was the Mughals. Heaven's Ward is the Mughals, the Vanu Vanu, and the Vath. Is there anybody else? I don't have the Mughals yet because I don't have any crafters that are level 50. Maybe there's only 3 for each area. I don't have any for Stormblood yet. What? I know the Snake people are one of them. Who else? The Turtles. Who's the crafting ones? I might have to look it up. Shadowbringers is the Pixies. I don't know who else is for Shadowbringers. I know the Bunnies is one of the ones for Endwalkers, but that's the Crafter. Bye. I know the Bunnies for the Endwalkers. I don't know who the other 2 or 3. Ah! Ow! And then for this area, obviously these folk, I'm not sure who the others are. The Crafter apparently you pick up in town. That was the one that was, that was red. Apparently they're ready to start construction. The blueprints have been finalized and all the materials are to hand. Once the work is finished, then the countdown really begins. Here's hoping for satisfied customers and, more importantly, happiness for all involved, be they Hanu, Pelu, or adventurer extraordinaire. It's so wonderful to have you on board. Let's work together and make this a stunning success. Okay. So we got the emote now. Now the question is, what kind of quests are they gonna make me do? What do you say we get this thing built? Are they gonna have like an adventure? Oh wow, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's really cool. I wonder what their mount is going to be that we get. Travel agency is complete. Host of challenges remain. So we're going to have to help them with their... Okay. Society quests unlocked. Travel agency. Okay. Hello, proponent. Okay. I'm curious to see what kind of... I saw like a stable. I'm curious to see what kind of mounts they have in the stable area. Usually they have some kind of quest that you end up riding some kind of mount around on. And then when you get to a certain point of friendship with them, then you can buy the mount out of their thing. I've never gotten far enough in any of the beast tribes to get their mount. Okay, that's a llama. I already have a llama. So there's gonna have to be a different kind of mount. Unless it's a golden llama. That would be cool. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so we unlocked our first tribe quest. I might as well clear up the... Clear up the map, I might as well. Hello, viewers. Alright, now we've finished the map for this area at least. It doesn't look like... Hello, how are you? No preference. Okay, I guess we went back into town. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. Oh, I'm crazy as usual, because there's no other better way to be. It's fun to be crazy. It throws people off. They're not expecting it. Where are we going? Wait, how do I... Okay, now I'm really confused. I'm trying to get to... I guess there's a crystal down here. We'll just go to this crystal. We'll be able to teleport where we need to go better. Faster? Quicker? I don't know. My brain no function. Okay. Urkopacha didn't have anywhere, but I needed to clear the map. Okay, this I think is the one we just did. Okay, Yaktel has one. Okay, we'll go to Yaktel. We'll go to this one down here. Ah. I don't know if this is another Beast Tribe quest, or if this is the other raid. Because my friend told me you pick the other raid up in town. I also didn't see the Manorville. We're supposed to pick the Manorville up there. Unless it's not a plus quest. Maybe it's not a plus quest. I need to... In town, I need to go to all the other quests that are not plus quests. I know I'm all caught up on Manorville, because I have the spaceship. You can't have the spaceship without the, Okay, so one of these is gonna have, like, only, like, 3 sets of... What? Okay, this should be the only plus quest in the area. These all seem so small, but exploring the area seems huge. Okay. So one of the raids is usually, what, 4 sets of 4 or 5 dungeons. And then one of them's only like 3 dungeons? Yeah, like the Crystal Tower has three different dungeons, but Bahamut has like I think it's like 3 sets of 4. Thank you for coming. Truth be told, I was unsure if I was right to call on you, but the troubles we now face cannot be overcome with our strength alone. It all began when we found a fallen traveler in the sky-deep Synod. For a mercy, his wounds were not life-threatening. His kind is not a common sight in these lands. Tall and slender of build with pointed ears. Oh, he's an Ellison. Okay. He is yet to awaken, but speaks in his sleep of strange things that make little sense to us. It was our hope that you might recognize something in his ramblings, or perhaps even jog his memory once he regains consciousness. Might you be willing to speak with him? Sure. Ow. Milalja, the traveler, stirs. Very good. If you would be so kind as to bring him here. I burned the roof of my mouth yesterday, and I think the blister that was up there popped. I have this, like, loose piece of skin on the roof of my mouth. We are glad to see you awake and in good health besides. May I ask your name, traveler? My name? I'm sorry, I can't remember. It would seem the fall has affected his memory. In any case, his presence here is a complete mystery to us. His armor, the only hint as to whence he came. Does anything about him strike you as out of the ordinary? Huh? Looks like your typical adventurer to me. Not much different from any other Ellison I've met. Or would that be Eldite? Ellison? Eldite? No, that's not quite right. Was he from... Did he somehow wander in from the other world?
Guardian of the Sanctuary. Raises defense by 50%.
I remember I'm an Elvon adventurer.
So that sounds like it'd be good with the lance wielding classes for Val, which I haven't really used, but yeah.
Okay.
And you're Mamuk Ja. Could it be I've come to Mamuk? Wait, if I'm in Mamuk, then I must have been taken prisoner. To so readily believe us enemies, perhaps he comes from a land unfamiliar with our customs across the salt. He could be from Eorzea. I'm not sure. Maybe he came from Alexandria? We've no way to know for certain, in which case... Milal Ja, we must gather our strongest fighters at once. Why, what's happened? Galul Jaja Shade has returned. It's been sighted near Gokdrak Descent. Bakul Jaja has engaged the apparition, but I fear the worst. The vow of Resolve's companion from the feet of the Brotherhood. I suspect you would understand the graveness of this situation better than most. In recent days, the late Dawn Servant's shade has been seen wandering the woods of Yaktel. I have reason to believe it was invoked in like manner to the one used in the feat. Only a privileged few of the Bonewa should be privy to the knowledge required to perform the rite. The culprit will be found in time, but we've a more pressing matter at hand now. I must hurry and inform the Landsguard. Lakul Jaja requires reinforcements. The Dawn Servant's shade. I fear he may not hold out until the guard assembles. I am loath to ask such a favor, but would you aid Bakul Jaja in this battle? I'm in your debt. Gokdrak descent is to the west of here. Please go and help my son. Galul Jaja? I wonder who he is. Wearing my Starlight Festival barding that I got. I now have 2 Starlight Festival bardings. Because a few years ago they gave us a different kind of barding as well. It's nice that they made the barding look different from the last one, so it's not the same barding. Ow! I have the hiccups? Kind of? Be ready to fight. Is this a Beast Tribe quest or a raid quest? Ah!
Nice.
Pathetic, and you dare call yourselves blessed siblings? Not bad, you might actually prove a challenge. If you've come to help, best stay on your guard. He's not alone. Who is that? She's an Ellison. What's this, another monster in need of slaying? Don't worry, I'll send them packing. Here I go. I will find dropkick. Oh no you don't. can't explain why, but something told me I had to be here. Ha! Not bad at all. But it'll take more than a couple of Tari to stop me. Tari? Tari, are you a daft girl? Oh, are you daft girl? You can speak. A shame you don't seem to have any manners. The name's Trisha. You'd do well to remember it. He knows who she is. Haha, looks like I win. Oh, okay. One tour is down, one to go. I hope you're ready. She's hallucinating. She thinks we're monsters. Yeah, at ease, Prisha. We've seen to our task. Come. Whatever you say, Ulmia. Ulmia? What is she talking about? Prisha, wait, please don't go. I'm guessing word of the Dawn Servant's shade is what brought you here. I don't know what that girl has to do with all this, but clearly she's aligned with whoever summoned them. The way remains open, though there's no telling where it leads. Even so, they can't be allowed to return. We've a duty to protect this forest, and I'll not see it torn apart by some two-headed imposter. Let's hurry after them, brother. Watch over that one, won't you? Prisha, what's happened to you? See, he definitely knows who she is. He can't remember who he is, but he knows who she is. Everything's still hazy, but I recall fighting alongside that girl. We were comrades in arm, I think. But something was clearly wrong with her. She not only mistook me for a monster, but she called her two-headed companion Ulmia. The Ulmia I know is an Elvan woman, a far cry from the reptilian fiend we encountered. Something dark has taken hold of her, clouded her mind. I have to go and... You're not going anywhere with those wounds. I'll go after Prisha. I'll go after Prisha. I got this. You would put yourself in harm's way for my sake? Thank you. Okay. Now what? You're just gonna stand there? Recognize that look, the eyes of a woman who's seen more than their fair share of battle. Despite what Prisha has done, she was a dear friend to me. I'm fairly certain. I got this. I'll snap her out of whatever got control of her. Have care, friend. There's no telling what lies beyond that portal. Probably a bunch of people I've fought before, along with new people I've never seen before. Juno, the first walk, now access. Okay. So this is one of the raids. Okay, so we've unlocked our first raid. I wonder if this is the one that's got the 3, and then the other one, the battle tower, is probably going to be the one that's the, 3 sets of 4. Okay. We need... Well, I definitely need to finish off this map. I need to get this upper corner up here. Since I can fly now, I might as well finish off the maps while I can. In fact, one of the things, I think this is still shrouded up too. What's in this hole? Is it like on top of it? There we go. Is there something supposed to be up here? Huh. I wonder if we have... Oh, it's a view spot. It's a view spot that you can't get until you can fly. Okay. Cool. My fat chocobo. I love when you get the black and the fat black chocobo and the fat yellow chocobo. I don't know where to get the fat yellow one, but to get them to fly, you use cake. In the black chocobo's case, you use chocolate cake. And then for the yellow chocobo, you actually use a yellow cake. Oh, there's actually 2 sections. There. Alright, we finished off Yeftel. Where was the other place that had the plus quest? I don't remember. Alright, back to Tuliolal. Alright. And then the last place was here? Yeah. I wonder if this is another Peace Tribe quest. So maybe it's only 3 in each section? 2 that are normal and 1 that's a crafter? And then after this, I think the other raid is we have to go through to the dome area. It's only 9 o'clock. Seems like it should be later. I'm not used to being off on a Tuesday. kind of throwing me off. I'm off tomorrow, too. It's gonna be so weird having 2 days off in the middle of the week. I wonder if there's any plus quests over in the other area. Other than the raid. Oh, that was my Halloween one. I like the Halloween mount because it plays the Halloween music. You can hear the Halloween music other days other than just Halloween. It's great. Wonderful, you're here. History lost to the ages lies in the valley just upstream. It is a landscape unlike any other, teeming with sabotenders of all shapes and sizes. I call it Tender Valley. Doubtless the ruins have remained untouched for all these years, due to its barbed environs. After all, none would wish to become the victim of their thousand needles. No, even I don't like the 1,000 needles. In some games, it's instant death. God, Final Fantasy, you run it. What was it? Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2. If you run into those things in the wild, they will get you good. Especially the giant one that you find in that, in 10-2 that you find underneath, New Yevon. There's that, like, 100 level dungeon that's underneath New Yevon. God, the giant Tone Mary that's down there sucked. It'd kill you with, even with a maxed out level party, having all your outfits maxed out, it still kicked my butt. I never did finish. I think that's why I never actually got the 100%. I think you actually have to finish all 100 levels that's under New Yevon in order to get the 100%. I've done like everything else except that. This is the only thing I didn't do. I did all the other optional dungeons and everything. I could never get the 100% complete because I never finished the 100 level dungeon. Though I believe the ruins nested deep within the valley to be Yakui in origin, a closer inspection revealed motifs even I could not recognize. There's a new discovery waiting to be found within, I'm sure of it. Alas, the defense mechanisms protecting it were far too much for the mercenaries I hired. You would be wise not to underestimate them yourself. Lest I forget, you should know that I dropped some of my notes concerning the expedition during my escape. If you would know of my findings, I encourage you to search for the records during your exploration. I shall await your return here. I entrust to you the honor of discovering the unknowns which lie within. Tender Valley now accessible. Oh, is this just a random dungeon that's extra? Random extra dungeon. Okay, there's the 2 high-end trials that give wings. Tender Valley is an actual dungeon. Okay. So this is an optional dungeon that you unlock, I guess. Okay. Okay, so we've got an extra side questy dungeon. Now we need to... I thought maybe that was going to be another beast tribe, but I guess not. The dome's this way. Instead of teleporting there, I might as well just go through the train track. I know this is the Vath guy, like the first one you get in what is it, Stormblood? The first primal you fight in Stormblood area. Is it Stormblood? No, birds were Heavensward. The wolves were Stormblood. And the dragons were Shadowbringer. According to this, I picked up the plus quest for this. That's interesting. Interesting. Apparently I picked up the plus quest for this. This reminds me of the Thunder Plains from 10 and 10-2. So the Thunder Plains, you had to make sure you got near the lightning towers, or there was a chance you'd get struck by lightning. At least in 10. In 10-2, it got fixed. In fact, that was one of the things you had to do in 10-2 was make sure you calibrated the towers at some point. There's a quest to calibrate the towers, I think. Good evening to you. Anything I can help you with? Navikwe? Yes, I know her well. She's something of a hero around these parts. Our guardian angel. She just arrived when the tremor struck on the trail of some beast or other. Can't remember the details now, but I do remember that when the ground started shaking and Levin filled the air, it was she who guided us all to safety. Braved the bolts to drive back the beasts that were tearing up our farmsteads. Where is she now, I wonder? Last I heard, she'd registered with the Hunters, but that was years back. She'd probably be retired now, or... No, she's still with us. She has to be. I wouldn't remember her if she wasn't. You should go and ask the facilitators at Resolution up in Solution 9. They keep a record of every citizen's location. Tell them you're looking for an old friend and they'll put you in contact. Okay. Make sure there's no other plus quests here. Nope. Alright. Oh, look at all the plus quests here. There's like 4 of them. Okay, we'll go to Solution 9 first. I'm sure one of those 3 over there has to be the other raid. The other 2 could either be other dungeons to unlock, or possibly Beast Tribe quests? I'm still gonna call them Beast Tribe quests. Everywhere else they're Beast Tribes. Or Civilization Tribe quests, whatever. go to resolution first. So I know one of those other three has to be the raid, because it's over in that area where that tower came to life. Welcome to the government sector. How may I be of service? You're a friend of Nimpiqua's? One of many, I'm sure. Such an amenable soul, and such a shame about that injury forcing her from the field. But what a career. I should think the better part of our data on the local fauna was collected by her and her followers. Followers who adore her to this day. I believe she was the one who introduced the idea of fighting with twin blades, too. And look how that's taken off. Sharing citizens' personal information is strictly forbidden, as a rule. However, Nimpique left specific instructions that if any fellow Torali should come calling, we should send them directly to her. And so I shall. Her registered domicile is in residential radius 914. Ever since her retirement, she spends most of her days sitting in the plaza, watching the world go by. Let me know if you have trouble finding her, but if you do, please pass on my best wishes. Radius 914. Okay. Oh, I need to go back to that other area too, to see if they've got any plus quests. Huh? Oh, there it is. You're a hunter, aren't you? Heh, you've got the gate. The eye. Could see it up home off. Bolaga? Now there's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Well, you go tell him I'm as safe and well as I've ever been. Sure, it was a shock when the barrier fell, but what kind of viper would I be if I didn't try to make the best of a bad situation? I joined the hunters, put my talents to use keeping this place safe, till 10 years ago, that is, when my good hand finally gave out on me. Had to leave the front lines. Thought I was done for good, to be honest, but then Her Majesty came to me, gave me a new mission, cataloging the beasts I no longer had the strength to kill, gave me a new lease on life. Say, now that the barrier's broken, is Bol Aga thinking of bringing the Dawn Hunt back to Yasulani? If he is, then could you give him this? Okay. Tell him that I'm still here, that for 30 years I kept my vow. Okay. I keep wanting to summon my mount. I can't summon that here. It's Pikachu. Pikachu! Down. Say hi. Pikachu! I can see her looking, but you can only see like half her face. There she is. She doesn't like it when Josh plays on his guitar. Okay, well, before we go turn this in, we might as well go do these. Yeah. Now. Okay, this is the other raid. I like the heart earrings. Can I have that? Ah, I found you at last. You were waiting for me specifically? I don't even know who you is. You, my good madam, were born to be a star. What the heck? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Matem, Head of Strategic Management at Ascension Arcadia, the premier enterprise for entertainment in Solution 9. Our flagship facility is the Arcadian Combat Arena, and it is there that we host the Ascension Arcadia Championship. It is the pinnacle for fighters in Alexandria, and I want you to be among them. Why? You've probably only heard tales of what I've done. As you may have heard, circumstance has forced us to close the arena's doors for a time. The time is right to reopen them. Her Majesty's tragic passing has left our citizens disconsolate. By providing them with gripping entertainment, it is our hope to help them to forget their cares for a while. If we are to accomplish that, however, it will not do to show them what they have seen countless times before. No, they need something new, someone new. And who better than she who not only protected our citizens from the king's army, but struck down the king himself? That was you, yes? Yeah? So it was. And so, for your strength and valor, the President of the Federation has marked you to be the Arcadians' next great star. Just imagine it, an upstart, the People's Protector, arrives on the scene and challenges the Arcadians' mightiest to rise up as Grand Champion. What could be more gripping, I ask you? For your part, you will naturally be well compensated. The finest equipment Solution 9 has to offer awaits you after each and every victory. Except my inventory is full. I dare say this has you enticed, but you needn't make up your mind right away. If you are keen to test your strength and win rich rewards, then come to the Arcadian at the end of this avenue. The attendant will show you in. With that, I bid you farewell for now. I shall look forward to a favorable response. Oh dear. I remember being curious about that tower. In fact, they make mention of it during the story. Like, I wonder what that's for. What is that? Jolty, I've been looking all over for you. Apologies for the lack of pleasantries, but there's precious little time to spare. A curious anomaly has wormed its way into living memory, and we fear it could pose a terrible threat if left alone. Please, you must help us. Wonderful. Oblivion is lucky to count you among its allies. Let's reconvene at the Gate of Remembrance then. I can explain more there. Oh, but fair warning, you may not be able to recognize me at first glance. Okay. Achoo! Excuse me. Wait, where's the Gate of Remembrance? I know where the Gate of Remembrance is. Trial by Spire. Pardon me, but you wouldn't happen to be Jolteon, would you? The very same Jolteon who saved Solution 9? Ahaha, I knew it. You, my heroic friend, are in luck, for I'm granting you permission to test your might against my indomitable dummies. Usually they're reserved for military research, but I'm willing to make an exception for one of your talents. Eh? Nothing to say? Of course, you've been struck dumb by my overwhelming generosity. Not to worry, for I will ease you in with a thorough explanation. Once you've returned to your senses, come meet me in the outskirts. Okay. Okay, well the only one that I picked up that I can actually do anything with in here is in here. All the others are apparently outside of this area. Okay, this should unlock the other one of these. And I have to go back to the main town to find... Probably have to find Nashu, because when we find Nashu, we'll find the Manorville man. Ah, Jolteon, Master Matem has been expecting you. If you would follow me, I will take you to him. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this kind of looks like an Arita waiting room. You came. By this I take it you'll fight in the Arcadian? Allow me to be the first to welcome you to the fold. Now then, I shall explain to you. Hi.
Hi.
You look like you've got some fight in you, I suppose. I mean, her hair's kind of cool. I could do without the pink. There's so much pink. Still, you can only be so strong without being a soul shifter. You wouldn't last long against any of us. I haven't had to rely on your thingamajiggy. We have people who actually use resurrection. And if we don't have one of those, we're screwed. Till you can only... Well, aren't you just a treat? I look forward to meeting you on stage. Why does she sound like... What are those people called? Those people on TikTok. I had the word a second ago. Now I can't think of it. Like the Instagram, social media. What's the word? They're the ones that have all those followers. The ones that are trending. Oh, I had the word again for a second and it was gone. Inspirer? No, that's not the right word. Netflix has a show that's gathered a whole bunch of them together and they're competing. It's like a Korean show. Oh, what's the word? They're bloggers, they're TikTokers, they're tweeters, they're... it's like another name for inspirers. They're... Influencers! Yes, John! Thank you! She sounds like an influencer! I'm sorry, I couldn't move on. The word was like right there. I had it a couple times, and then it was gone before I could grab the squirrel tail. It sucks having ADD. Don't have ADD. Not that you can control having ADD. I drank all my water. Now I need more water. Well, aren't you just a treat? I look forward to meeting you on stage. Yeah, she's acting like an influencer. You're a puny candle before my roaring flame. Make it to me and I'll blast you out of the ring. Okay, this is looking like the 3 fight. Like there's 3 dungeons here. The other one could be the Bahamut one that's the 3 sets of 4. Omega was one of those. Excuse me. Every area has one that's a 3-fer and one that's a 3 sets of 4. Or 5. Some of them have 5 in there. I don't know. I know Omega was one of those. Bahamut was one. Omega was the Stormblood one. What was the Heaven's Ward one? Heaven's Ward was the one with the... what's it called? Big giant mech dude. I haven't finished them all. I keep wanting to say Titania, but that's not it, because that's an actual dungeon. Bismarck? No, Bismarck is the whale. Oh well, we'll finish this and then I can tell you. I don't know what the one for Shadowbringers was. No, Shadowbringers was Eve. Eden, sorry. Shadowbringers was Eden. That one I actually finished. Endwalkers. I think I've picked up the one for Endwalkers, but I don't think I've actually done anything with it. I need to go through and finish all my raids. There's several that I haven't completed yet. You're a puny candle before my roaring flame. Make it to me and I'll blast you out of the ring. He sounds like the typical blowhard. Those are some of the fighters you'll face. So maybe this is the one that's like the...
Side quest done.
They're all characters, as you can see, but I hope you do not take offense at their words. Consider it their way of welcoming you. Okay. Now where was I? Ah, yes. As I have mentioned, the Ascension Arcadia Championship is a fighting competition. The realm's mightiest duke it out in a bid to become the grand champion. I've no doubt that all Alexandrians would be captivated by your journey as a challenger and cheer you on as you fight your way up the ranks. And speaking of ranks, the fighters of the Arcadian are divided into 3 tiers. So yeah, this is probably the 3 sets of 4. You're gonna have to do like 3 or 4 of the lightweight, 3 or 4 of the cruiserweight, and 3 or 4 of the heavyweight. And then you'll probably unlock like an extreme version, because Bahamut, they all of these ones have like an extreme version. The other dungeon that's only the 3 doesn't have a hard version, at least not that I can tell. Okay, so lightweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight, and heavyweight. Okay. The ultimate objective is to become the undisputed champion in all the tiers, and thereby rise up as the grand champion. As a rookie, your campaign begins in the light heavyweight tier, where you must defeat your 3 rivals ranked therein. 3?
It's basically a series of side quests that I'm doing that have basically have Nicola as the centerpiece.
Okay, so yeah, each one has... So yeah, I think this is the one similar to Bahamut, because each rank has 3 different battles. Okay. I suspected that might be this one. Goodness gracious me, I almost forgot to mention a most important thing. The Arcadian has its own repository of feral souls, which our fighters utilize in battle. So potent are these souls, they alter the fighter's very form. Lest you wonder, it is the potency of the souls employed that separates the championship's 3 tiers. Now I'm given to understand you do not use a regulator. Even when you faced the king, you did not rely on souls of any kind. That is most impressive indeed. Be that as it may, it would be egregiously unfair for you to compete with naught to balance the scales. Fortunately, here at the Arcadian, we also have the souls of former champions in storage. We will use them to create allies to fight alongside you. And to make sure they work with you like a well-oiled machine, we will draw upon your memories to fine-tune their appearance and abilities to your liking. What? Huh? That sounds a lot like the endless, like the arcane manifestation of Guru Jaja. Endless? I'm not familiar with that term. but I assure you there's nothing untoward in the technique we employ. It simply brings forth a temporary simulacrum. And for the purposes of evening the odds, I believe 7 of these simulacra should suffice. What do you think? Using souls for entertainment is wrong. The souls in your repository should be set free.
That's what this is called. Okay, so
I had expected that you might harbor reservations about the use of souls. Those who hail from outside the barrier often do. And so I have a proposal, an additional incentive, if you will. For each victory you claim, I shall release the souls of those who fought beside you. You, my friend, would be the star who brings fresh change to the Arcadian. So what say you? Are you willing to fight under those terms? I guess? Excellent. Now I would tell you more about the Arcadian, but let us save it for after your first bout. After all, it'd be pointless if you end up losing straight away. It's funny that he's offered to free the souls that fight alongside me. With that, I officially welcome you as a fighter to the Arcadian. When you are ready to take to the arena, you need but say the word. Okay. I can earn valuable artifacts. Oh, the tacos! The tacos I put up for sale just sold. This is great. I put some tacos up for sale because I had no inventory space. You're ready then? Excellent. Rest assured, I will be here to guide you in the beginning. Okay. Now, I shall introduce your first opponent. Pray look at the monitor. Okay. Oh, she's my first opponent. This here is Black Cat, feared as the Claw in the Dark. That's right, she's the one who took your measure earlier. While she's still a rookie herself, you'd be wise not to underestimate her. She has real talent and is expected to go far. Her feral soul is Kath Palug, a terrible feline said to have pushed a legendary hero to his limits. With its power, she becomes unimaginably nimble, and her very claws can rend steel. You'll need to keep your wits about you. Okay. Now, you should know that the ring is uniquely configured to complement the fighting style of your foes. This is in order to provide the audience with a spectacle. After all, we're first and foremost in the business of entertaining. On a similar note, I should mention that I'm also the commentator for matches. Leave it to me to squeeze every drop of excitement out of your fight. Now then, you had best see to your preparations. May you emerge victorious in your debut. Interesting. Light heavyweight M1 now available. Okay, did you know the first walk? I don't even have armor that's a high enough level to get in there. I already have my armor from my job quest. What else do they want from me? Okay, well, I can't do anything with this. Where do I go for... Interesting. There you are. I trust you're recovered from the shock of my initial proposal. Good, good. Now let me explain what this is all about. I'm a researcher for Oblivion, namely in the field of electrope engineering. During Zeraljaw's reign, I survived within the ranks of his army by helping to research and develop protective materials. One of my many projects was these indomitable dummies, and as their name implies, their durability is second to none. They were used to measure the offensive potential of an entire arsenal of weapons to great effect. But now Zeraljaw is no more, and peace has returned to our home. A preferable outcome, of course, but it does mean that my masterworks have been left to rust. And that is an affront to science I cannot forgive. Peace may demand we set down our weapons, but the march of progress must go on. And so I grant you, who seems to possess might equal to an entire squadron of hardened troops, access to the spiral of trial. Of course, I am more than willing to make adjustments as befits the magnitude of your power. As a woman of science, I can think of no greater honor than to have you testing the limits of my creations. Okay? You've given me purpose in you, Jolteon. I'll be here testing and improving the dummies when able, so you're welcome to stop by any time, even if only to gaze upon my indomitable beauties. Okay? Access to the Spire of Trials, an expansion of Stone Sky Sea. This training ground can be accessed by speaking with the eccentric researcher in Heritage Found. I can't even do these extreme ones. What the heck? Two, three, four, five. So I've only unlocked 5 of the ones for Shadowbringers. There's still at least 2 extremes that I haven't unlocked. Interesting. But I've also only done 5 of these, so there's still 2. There's still 2 I haven't run yet, which is weird because they usually have you run them. Where are the other 2? It has to involve side quests. Or plus quests. They would be plus quests. I don't know.
I don't know, I just work here.
I don't know, I just work here. Not really. Tender Valley. VC dungeons, but I only have the 2. I thought maybe this other one was a VC dungeon, but it's apparently not. Interesting. So the only way to run that is to actually talk to her, huh? Interesting. I don't know. My legs are bothering me. Alright, so we at least picked up the raids. We can't do anything with them. I guess I have to run through and get armor from one of the dungeons. Okay, one of them is over here. Oh, it is very windy over here. Ooh, is that lightning? I don't like that. I want to find out where the Wallachwi are. Maybe they'll be in the next expansion? There will be more of the new world to explore? They're supposed to be part of the new world, so it's weird that we haven't seen them yet. Oh, that's that guy. What's this area up here? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Mm. Okay. Are you up, babe? Can you do me a favor? Can you fill my water up for me? After you're done doing whatever you're doing? Oh, do I need to change the water? I know last time I got water, there was plenty. If you see me with one of those 2 cups, I don't put anything in those but water. I was talking to my viewers. No preference. Now, if you see me with this, I might have something else in it. I like to put juice in it. This is usually my milk cup. So many cups over here that I use for different things. The gray one usually has milk in it. The pink one I usually use for juice. Thank you. Next time I get up, I'll change it. I figured it was going to be empty by Friday. We use Culligan water. Not sponsored. Okay. I need to... The many multitudes of Mamoja. Once a rider, now a ruler. Gilding the lily. Mulch ado about nothing. That's a good movie. Corn of necessity. Culinary import. Case of the displaced inspector. Okay, there's the Manderville quest. So yeah, I was right. It's not a plus quest, which is weird. Yep, there's Nashu. So yeah, this is a non-plus quest. So for those of you who wonder where the Manderville quest starts, it's right here. Why hello there, Jolty. Core, how serendipitous that we should cross paths in this far-flung nation. Have you come all this way to lend me a hand? Because let me tell you, I could use the help. You see, I've been doing my absolute darndest to track down the inspector ever since Mr. Poo-Poo's starship whisked him off to God's only nowhere. My best lead turned out to be the Thavnarian truth. Eyewitness accounts in the latest issue described a shiny craft headed west across the ocean. So I packed a few things and headed as far west as I was able. This is where I ended up. I've made a few inquiries since my arrival, but I've mostly been acclimatizing myself to the native cuisine. Very important step, that. Nashu likes to eat. Anyway, seeing as fate has sent you to assist me, I suppose it's time I continued questioning the locals on the matter of unidentified flying gentlemen. Unidentified flying gentlemen. The thing with the Manorville questline is at the end of each stretch of story, he gets launched off into the next section. In the case of, what was it, Stormblood? No, Stormblood. In the case of Shadowbringers, they didn't do a Manorville questline for Shadowbringers. So when Endwalkers came out and there was a cry for Manorville, they kind of incorporated part of the Shadowbringers area into the new area. So some of the story was in the Shadowbringers area while the rest of it was in Endwalkers. Everybody thought they were going to continue it in Shadowbringers, but there was mention of him being over there, but they never actually brought it to fruition for that section, and a lot of people were sad that there was no Manorville quest. So when Endwalkers came out, they had to figure out how he got into the Endwalkers area without... Huh? You need a coconut? Want a coconut? No, you want mommy to go get a mango one, huh? He's licking it a little bit. It's not mango though. He ate some. Not as much as he would have if it had been mango. He's done. Huh? No, he's gonna lick more. The look on his face is like, this isn't mango. But I like coconut, so I'll eat some. He didn't go as ham on it as he would have if it had been a coconut one, or a mango one. He loves the mango chelada. Yeah, he likes the mango chelada popsicles. He'll lick the coconut ones, but not as much as he would if it had been a mango chelada. If it had been a mango chelada, he wouldn't have let Josh have a licking sideways. Josh would have been like going like this, trying to keep him off it. Yeah, the mango chelada popsicle. What are they? It's a Mexican popsicle. We get them from Walmart, not sponsored. Well, when you name drop, you have to tell people you're not sponsored. You're not dropping the name on purpose. And there's a lot of these places I wish would sponsor me. Like, I mean, I drink Cherry Pepsi almost every stream, so it'd be nice if I could get a sponsor by them. Yeah. The various fast food restaurants that I tend to eat from while I'm streaming. This should help aid in our investigations. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. My cat is very distracting. It's an illustration of the starship clipped from Dorian's publication. Having this on hand should make it much easier to explain what we're looking for. I have one of those. I'll ask around the markets hereabouts. As for you, well, I've yet to venture beyond the food stalls, so practically anywhere else but here. If you learn any useful information, come and find me around this spot. I'll be stuffing my ears with delicious intelligence. Wow. Now she's essentially just gonna stand there and eat. while I try to find the inspector.
Okay.
That's funny. I wonder where... But I guess it would probably be... They're usually right around where the main crystal is. The places where you get the outfits. I'll have to check around the main crystal. There's usually somebody standing there that you trade these relic pieces that I've been finding. So I have one that I need to complete by talking to somebody back there. Then we're gonna go talk to the Lands Guard, I guess, and see if they've seen any UFGs. UFG, Unidentified Flying Gentleman. Yes, is there something I can help you with? Have you seen this? Actually, I have seen a vessel like that. It was sometime before Zeral Jaw's flying ships appeared. I watched it limp northwards through the skies above Tuliolov, wobbling about like it might crash to the ground at any moment. Okay, so to the north. So, in that direction. Searching for a strange ship, you say? Yes, I saw a flying disc just like that during a patrol in Shaloni. To the north. It was slowly drifting towards the ground and seemed to come down somewhere in Yasulani. If you're determined to find it, then that's where you should try next. What were they calling the place that's covered by the dome now? Heritage Found? Wait, if he's there, he's gonna be old man. Interesting. Are they gonna make him be an old man? That's just gonna be weird. It's gonna be hard to continue the storyline if he's an old man. It's been like 30 years. He's gonna be as old as Godbert. My forays into the stalls bore no fruit at all. None starship-shaped anyway. How was your harvest then? Those are some solid leads. Nice work, Jolteon. So by the sounds of things, the ship was malfunctioning and eventually came down somewhere to the north of here. With any luck, this hostage found you mentioned will be the place we find the inspector. I think you mean Heritage Found? I doubt it will be so simple. Certainly not without incident, knowing how matters involving the inspector tend to go. Well, with you as my escort, I am sure we'll arrive at the right spot eventually, and none the worse for wear. Shall we head off? Oh boy. This is going to be interesting. There's that lava fell that likes to follow us around. I think he was being stopped by... He was acting suspicious. Oh, they actually... Wow. They actually took us straight here so we didn't have to travel all the way. The air's all crackly and zappy. This is where the starship supposedly came down, so let's start our search for the inspector. Standard investigative procedure dictates that we question the residents for possible gentleman sightings. Off we go! Now, if he crashed here recently, it might be fine. But if he crashed here before the dome went up... we might have a problem there. Is a small settlement, and all its inhabitants are known to me. If a man of such distinctive appearance and demeanor were among us, I'm sure I would have noticed. Perhaps he's wandering around somewhere inside Solution 9? They have so many more people, he could easily go unnoticed in the crowd. You were here as Queen Speen's guest, as I recall. If your companion wishes to enter the city as well, then I suggest you make arrangements with the sentry at the tower entrance. Oh, Solution 9? That sounds promising. Thank you for the tip. Visitor detected. Verifying access rights. Unlimited Everkeep access confirmed. Scanning unregistered visitor. Warning, warning. Explosive device detected. Entry denied. Aha! I am not carrying explosive. This is medicine for treating Inspector Hildebrand's condition. Explosive medicinal compounds? Error. Does not compute. Because anytime he can't remember anything, she blows him up. It's really quite simple. Inspector Hildebrand was sucked up by Mr. Poo-Poo's malfunctioning starship, after which it proceeded to drag him thousands of miles away and deposit him here. Ergo, you need to let me pass so I can blow away his brain cobwebs. The machines are so confused. Ever large circuits overloading. Emergency shutdown initiated. She short-circuited them with her logic. Huh? It must be nap time. I guess we can just go in. She made the malfunction. That's great. Core, that's a good-sized city. While there's one sure way of locating the inspector in a place like this, if there's an ongoing case, then that's where he'll be. Let's head to the lively part of town and look into any nefarious incidents, shall we? Do you know which is the lively part? area to the left, the shopping center. Trueview, and that's the eastern sector, you say? Right then, let's get to it. Okay, so the area over by the tower, I guess. Boy, that didn't take long. Huh? What? Like a crime? Now that you mention it, I did hear about a theft recently. Our city is peaceful by and large, but anywhere you have a lot of people, incidents like these are bound to occur. A case, huh? I've heard talk of an odd squealing creature of some sort, but I don't know if that's the kind of thing you're looking for. An odd squealing creature? Recent troubles? I saw a pair of soldiers mobilizing not moments earlier, responding to a disturbance, it seems. I don't think it was far from here, but I'm a bit hazy on the details. Oh, I also heard about that theft. Something was stolen from a nearby tavern, apparently. I got directions to the scene of the crime, so let's head over together. Okay. The thief absconded with an aged bottle of spirits, the most expensive one in my establishment. I demand you find this criminal at once. No need to get all hot and bothered. The culprit is right under your nose. That's... Well, he doesn't look aged, so... Since when did he start wearing it? Admit it, punk. You pinched the hooch. Me? But why would you think? With the supply of souls cut off, folks with a habit have turned to black market rackets, and luxury goods of dubious provenance is one way of paying the asking price. A top-shelf bottle of juice would make for a fine trade, I'd say. By the by, you know there's a method for identifying contraband souls. Your regulator logs would tell the tale. Don't want to let us check them? Be my guest. I took a gander at the cabinet where the bottle was stored, and the lock showed obvious signs of tampering. Electro-picking tools are awful hard to handle, aren't they? Most amateurs get singed, but you've got scorch marks all over your mitts. Give it up, kid. We've got you dead to rights. After they suspended soul provisions, I couldn't stop worrying about the future. It was a moment of weakness. This doesn't sound like Hildebrand. It kind of looks like him, but it doesn't sound like him. Save it for the authorities. Take him away, boys. That was Inspector Hildebrand,
I can see
wasn't
why,
it?
because, it's
He didn't look very gentlemanly.
if,
He didn't sound very gentlemanly.
something is
He didn't sound very
like
gentlemanly.
earlier in the day, and I don't know. I guess repetition affects.
He must still be in shock after the starship's crash landing. A healthy dose of Nashu's delights will put him to rights. Maybe not in such a populated area. Let's make absolutely sure it's him first, shall we? I suppose that would be a responsible course of action. Come on, we should hurry along before we lose sight of this ungentlemanly Hildebrand. I was hoping they'd bring back the rather brandy-hilled. At the end of the last one, they did show that Brandy Hill made a landing, so he made it, but he did, it looked like he landed back in, Uzi, was it? He walked that away, where it was more of a mosey? It kind of looks like Hildebrand, but yeah, he's dressed weird. I mean, he's still wearing a suit. It's not the normal Hildebrand, though. It doesn't quite look like... He definitely looks older. He looks like the inspector, but he's a touch old and mopey. "30 years passed inside the dome, and if Inspector Hildebrand was there when it happened, that would put him in his 50s. He must have been living here so long that he's forgotten everything about his previous life. Luckily, I have just the thing to jog his memory." Oh dear. Think I wouldn't notice such an obvious tail? I don't know what your game is, but bombs ain't toys. Best put them away before you hurt someone or yourself. Like me, I see neither of you are sporting regulators, so I suggest you be more careful with the only lives you've got. Sir, don't you remember us? You're Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Gentleman Inspector Extraordinaire. I've been called a lot of things, but nothing so insulting as a gentleman. I'm a weathered old fool with too many debts and regrets.
14.
Detective Hardboiled? Detective Hardboiled. What the heck? I mean, he's still a detective, but very impressive. But even with that name and those odd clothes, you might as well be the inspector's older, more wrinkled twin. hate to break it to you, but you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm awfully fond of those hard-boiled eggs. Here, this one's on me. Thanks, Dollface. You're a peach. She made an exploding egg. Of course she did. Phew, that one, that's one way to cure a hangover. You got me good. Maybe we really do have the wrong person. That indestructibility is awful Manderville-like, though. I've seen a few cases of this twin-person phenomenon in the Dome. Might be someone who shares the same soul as Hildebrand. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I can see that you're not who I thought you were, and that we need to keep searching. A missing person, is it? If that's the rub, you can leave the sleuthing to me. Oh, we could really use your help. By the sounds of things, this fella looks a lot like me. What did you say his name was? Hildebrand? He can't get people's names right either. I'll find him, don't you worry. I can feel a hunch coming on already. Are we sure that isn't the inspector? He's too cool to be the inspector. It's too cool to be the inspector. Hildebrand's not that cool. I'd like to rush off and do some investigative work on my own. This city still has my head spinning. I think I'll wait and see if this detective hard-boiled is as good as he seems. Meanwhile, you should get back to whatever it is that famous adventurers do when they're not embroiled in one of our fantastical cases. Is that the end of it already? I think they only The dame had me looking for a needle in a neon-lit haystack. A city with an allergy to sleep. That's him right there! Ah! Bradyhild! But I could smell it in the air, like the cloying stench of cheap perfume. A conspiracy? Stay tuned for further episodes of Detective Hardy Boiled. Ah! Godbert! Was that Nashu or somebody who looked like Nashu? She wasn't wearing her pink outfit. The inspector has finally set foot upon the Dawn Trail. Get ready for inconceivably further Hildebrand adventures. God, Bert's lost his clothes as usual. Oh dear. Who knows what his case will be this time. When it happens, whatever happens, you'll be there on the scene. Okay, well, I guess this is where we'll pick it up whenever the next update comes. The next update is supposed to bring more Hildebrand, so... That's funny because he walked by him in the dumpster. That was him in the dumpster. And Brandyhild was there too. Okay, so I guess we head back to... I am curious. Is there anything in living memory that we can pick up too? I know it shut down, but there's got to be a reason that... Okay, there's still side quests. Apparently I do have a destination here. I think this is where I was supposed to meet that twin lady. Aha, there you are, Jolty. Why does she look like one of the machines? Hehe, it's me. Nostalgia's surprise. With Zeralja gone, Oblivion's been allocating its resources to an investigation of living memory. Utilizing Kakiwa's technology, we developed remote-controlled sentries operable from the back room, so our surveys are both safe and efficient. To think that all this once lay at Everkeep's summit. I can't help but wonder if a shade of my father ever resided in his grand city of the Endless. Ah, forgive me, I did say I'd explain the circumstances behind all this during an earlier survey of the area. I encountered one of the Endless. He claimed to be one of the city's caretakers and offered me a guided tour. I accepted, thinking I could conduct my observations at the same time, but that's when we discovered the anomaly, a rift in the very fabric of living memory. I'm sure you'd rather see it for yourself to believe it, though let's make for the Esperance wheels first. Constancy, the Endless who guided me, that is, should still be on duty there. Except we shut it down. He's only gonna be there if he still has unfinished business. It's amazing that the zip lines still work. Oh wow. cool, I'm not gonna lie. Is that a rift? What is that? There's like yellow lights. That's weird. Ah, go away. I'm not gonna earn any experience from destroying you anyway. Kind of sad that I didn't get to ride any of the rides. Oh, he's still here. That's kind of weird. A warm Yesterland welcome to you, my friend, or should I say welcome back. I had not expected you to return as our anomaly-slaying volunteer. I do hope I was able to make your first visit to the Gate of Remembrance a special one. Your associate here informed me of what occurred afterwards, namely Her Majesty's regrettable demise. You needn't fret. I harbor no ill will against you. I, for one, would not wish to remain endless at the cost of such terrible sacrifice to worlds beyond. Though your efforts saw the city's terminals deactivated, I somehow remain. Still, I am grateful for my survival, as it allowed me to discover this peculiar phenomenon. The lost district of living memory lies beyond this rift, you see. A lost district? I previously informed you that our beautiful city was comprised of 4 areas. This was not always the case. Numerous others once thrived, until one day our reality was irrevocably altered in an attempt to bridge our world to others, and several districts were consumed in the process. Among the areas lost was a resplendent amusement district known as Dreamborough. This rift, however, allows us access through its streets once more. We took a cursory gander of the place for ourselves, since we were curious to know what became of it. But there's nothing amusing about it, quite the opposite, actually. We were promptly chased out by a horde of angry ghosts. After decades disconnected from living memories' aether supply, we must assume that the endless who resided there are no more. The once idyllic atmosphere has been marred by a dismal shroud, and I dare say our poor Dreamborough has warped itself into a place of nightmares. It has returned to us as a lost soul would, longing for connection. The beings within have come to call it the Strayborough Deadwalk. Now that it's reconnected with living memory, its presence is a risk to the city. So we'd like you to brave the Deadwalk and shed some light on this mystery. I mean, does it really matter? There's nobody that actually lives here anymore anyway. The only things here are the few remaining that haven't been sent away, that haven't relinquished their hold yet. You have my thanks. I regret that I cannot give you a tour of the place myself, but know that I shall be with you in spirit. Okay? So it's another side quest dungeon unlock. Okay. Hmm. go back to Tuliolal. The only thing left to do is story. I wonder when we'll get our first reward from Manderville and what it will be. So the last one... The last one gave us a mount. What was the thing we got before the mount? Did it give us a minion too? Yeah, it gave us Poo Poo. So we got a minion and a mount from the last one. The one before that was a dance. What was the other thing we got? The first one we got an outfit and a minion. And a dance. The second one... second one gave us a minion. Is that all we got from that one? Just we got Vivi. We got Gigi from the Heavensward area. We got the Hildebrand minion from the first one. But we also got the Gentleman's Attire, and we got the original Manderville dance. The second one gave us the Gigi minion. I think that's it. I don't think we got anything else from Heavensward, we just got the minion. The Stormblood one gave us another dance. That's where we got the Manderville Mambo. I don't think we got anything else from that one. And then the most recent one gave us the Poo Poo minion and the spaceship mount. And they also did our relic weapons were Manderville weapons. That's the first relic weapon I've actually finished. I've picked up one of the other relic weapons, but I haven't really done anything with it. I think I picked the one up from... or at least I picked the quest up for it. But I've never actually finished it. I don't think I even got the book for it yet. Actually... yeah, I don't even have the book for it yet. Okay. I guess we'll go turn in this green quest down here. And I'll probably end the episode, and next time I get on, I'll, okay, this is for the notice board. Okay. I just kind of ran through that. It's just to unlock the final the advanced Dawn Hunt board. And this just to unlock the level 100 one. Okay, there's the Skywatcher. Where's the armor person? There's usually an armor person pretty close to the crystal. I haven't seen it in either of the two large towns. Materia vendor, materia melder, independent merchant, gemstone trainer, retainer advocate. Ah, okay. I should probably fix my armor anyway. Okay. Dawn Hunt vendor. Hey, where do you get these? Horn? Blue coat. I want the kitty. Is this where you turn in your hunt things? Ah, it's got a cactuar. Interesting. Apparently those are crafting things? Apply it to Quetzali accessories. Gator dude? It is Clovelax. I suspected that's who that was. Yeah. Okay. I saw Gator Dude pop in. I'm like, I wonder if that's Clovelax. Yeah, I don't either. I had today and tomorrow off. Where is the... Where's the place where you get the armor? Maybe it's down there. I see another shop thing down there. Do you still hang out with Cody? Well, that's good. He needs people to talk to. He did lose a lot of weight. Yeah, I still don't have the scripts. I think that involves crafting. You have to be like a certain level or something. Probably? What? Complete the side quest Inscrutable Tastes. 21 and 23. She'll be 22 in January. And I have a 4-year-old granddaughter. Yeah, just a little bit. Where is the... There's a place you're supposed to be able to get like the mechanical armor and stuff. Oh my god, don't come in a party just to go to sleep. That's why I called you Clovelax. You'd always join the party just to fall asleep to my voice. Oh. Well, you always used to join my party just to fall asleep. I don't know why you thought my voice was that soothing. You know, if you really need something to fall asleep to, you could always watch one of my videos. My voice tends to drone on in those. YouTube. I don't do Twitch. I don't do Twitch. I don't do Twitch. Yeah, sometimes, like right now, you can see Pikachu through... I'm streaming right now. You can see Pikachu through the hole between my chair and my husband's chair. Sometimes Honey comes up to say hi. I don't know where he's at right now, but he's somewhere. Oh yeah, he's not playing anything at the moment, but he was playing... I forgot what he was playing. What were you playing earlier? What were you playing earlier? Metro. He was playing one of the Metro games.
Oh, Metro came out on VR.
Huh. I still cannot find where to find the armor. Interesting. I still can't find it. It's funny because the music playing right now still makes me think of Hildebrand. I don't know. All I have right now are side plus quests that involve dungeons. When I suppose I could go do those, they would give me better armor, maybe? I don't know. How long have we been streaming? Let me look. 3 hours? Yeah, I kind of need to end it. I might start another episode. It's only like 11 o'clock. I can do another episode. We'll do another episode and we'll continue with story. Maybe we'll get some better armor that'll let us do the other dungeons. Or maybe when Salv's on next, I can ask him where to get armor so that we can go into the raids. So yeah, stay crazy. Have a great day, night, evening, morning, whatever it is when you're watching this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications when I'm streaming. Check out the website in the description. My buddy Shio did a great job, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!